Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're exploring something truly delightful. One of late summer's best secrets, really.
Yeah,
The art of pairing fresh stone fruits with wine.
that's a great topic.
Yeah. And our mission here is to, cut through all the usual stuff and find those little insights, those aha moments that show you how these amazing fruits can completely change your wine experience, turning just like a regular afternoon into something pretty special. We're talking peak summer flavors here,
Yeah,
right before they disappear.
it's so true, and it's a fascinating area. You see those markets brimming with peaches, plums, nectarines, and these pairings, they're actually really accessible. Anyone can try them.
Right.
But the effect, it can be surprisingly impressive. It's just a fantastic way to celebrate this time of year.
Okay, so let's unpack that a bit. Why do stone fruits and wine just click so well? It feels almost too easy, doesn't it?
Well, it really comes down to their natural synergy. Both fruits and wines have these complex flavor profiles. They share sweetness, acidity, even similar aromatic compounds sometimes. So when you pair them thoughtfully, they don't just sit side by side.
They enhance each other.
Exactly. They bring out hidden depths like a slightly tart apricot. It can suddenly make you notice these subtle stone fruit notes in a Viognier that you maybe hadn't picked up before.
Interesting.
It makes the wine seem richer, more complex. It's sort of unlocking potential that's already there.
That is fascinating. So how does that interaction work? Is it always enhancement, or could things go wrong? Could they clash?
That's a great question because, yes, while enhancement is the goal, you've definitely hit on something important. A bad pairing can create, well, and discord.
Like what?
Like, imagine pairing super sweet fruit with a really dry, tannic red wine. It can make the wine taste almost harsh or bitter, unpleasant.
Right. Trout.
So the success really hinges on three core things. First, those complementary flavors we talked about, they boost each other. Second, getting the balance of sweetness and acidity right. The fruit's sugar can actually soften the tannins in red wine, that drying feeling you get.
Yeah, like strong tea.
Exactly like that. And then the fruit's acidity works beautifully with crisp white wines. Third, there's just this lovely seasonal harmony. Late summer fruit, relaxed outdoor sipping. It fits.
It makes sense.
It's this balance that makes it feel sophisticated but also kind of effortless. There was a quote I saw: "Stone fruit and wine pairings highlight the natural sweetness of summer while turning a simple snack or dessert into a full sensory experience."
Okay, I can really picture that now. Let's make it concrete. Dive into some specific fruits and the wines that really make them sing. Peaches first. They feel like the classic.
Peaches are fantastic for pairing. They've got this wonderful balance of different acids, plus these compounds called lactones. That's what gives them that unique honeyed smell and velvety feel.
Ah, okay.
And that complexity makes them super versatile. They work with sparkling wines, richer whites, lots of options.
So for memorable pairings, I'm thinking Moscato d'Asti. Those gentle bubbles, the honey and floral notes seem perfect for a peach.
Absolutely. It echoes the fruit.
Then maybe Viognier. It's richer, aromatic, often has peach notes already, right?
Yes, it amplifies the peachiness.
Or, for contrast, maybe an unoaked Chardonnay. Clean, crisp, cutting through the sweetness a bit.
That works beautifully, too.
And maybe an off-dry Prosecco. A little hint of sweetness, but still light and bubbly,
Yeah,
cleansing the palate.
definitely. And a quick tip here. Try grilling peaches, maybe with a bit of honey and some mascarpone cheese.
Ooh, nice.
Grilling just intensifies everything, caramelizes the sugars, and the creamy mascarpone.
Wow.
It makes the wine, whether it's that Moscato or a Viognier, just absolutely sing.
That sounds amazing. The smokiness, too, maybe.
Yeah, the smokiness can even bridge nicely to a Chardonnay with just a touch of oak. It's surprisingly good.
Okay, shifting gears. Plums. They feel different. Maybe a bit darker, more complex.
They absolutely are. Plums are fascinating. You get that deep sweetness, but also a real tartness, especially in the skin.
Right.
And sometimes even a little bit of tannin from the skin, particularly the darker ones. This structure makes them really well suited for red wines.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Their richness, it's almost jammy sometimes, means they can stand up to reds without getting lost.
So for plums, Pinot Noir, silky tannins, red fruit notes.
Yeah,
It sounds like a natural fit.
perfect complement.
Maybe Zinfandel, bolder fruit, bit of spice for those darker plums.
Yes. Echoes the depth.
Merle could work too. Smooth, easygoing.
Very approachable pairing. And Grenache is another good one. Fruity, medium-bodied, really highlights the plum's sweetness.
Interesting.
And it's even worth exploring actual plum wine sometime, like Japanese umeshu, just for comparison.
Oh, yeah.
It really shows you the complexity of the fruit itself, that concentrated sweet tart character. Helps you understand why certain reds pair so well with the fresh fruit.
And for serving. Maybe roasted plums. With the balsamic glaze.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea. Roasting intensifies the sweetness, the balsamic adds that tangy depth. It creates a beautiful bridge straight to those red wines like the Pinot Noir.
Nice. Okay, what about nectarines? They seem like peaches, but maybe brighter.
Exactly. They have this bright, zippy energy. Smooth skin, often a bit more acidity than peaches. Peaches with extra verve is a pretty good description.
Like that.
And that vibrant acidity, that balance, makes them especially good friends with crisp whites and dry rosés, wines that have that same kind of liveliness.
So for nectarines, Sauvignon Blanc, with its herbal notes and zip.
Perfect match for the brightness.
Dry rosé, fresh berries, crisp finish. Sounds lovely.
Complements the juiciness beautifully.
Prosecco again, for refreshment.
Always a good call with fresh fruit. Light bubbles work wonders.
And maybe Albarino, that citrusy character.
Yes, it really enhances the nectarine's own flavor profile.
Any others for nectarines?
A dry Riesling can be excellent too. It often has these lovely mineral notes, and that balanced acidity provides a great counterpoint to the fruit's sweetness. It can even draw out some subtle floral notes in the nectarine you might otherwise miss.
And for serving. I love a nectarine and burrata salad in summer.
Oh, that's a brilliant pairing base.
Right. The sweet fruit, the creamy cheese, maybe some basil that screams for a crisp Sauvignon Blanc or a dry rosé.
Absolutely. That contrast between the rich cheese and the wine's acidity is just perfect harmony in a bite.
Okay, next up, cherries. Small but mighty flavor-wise.
They really are. Remarkable intensity. Deep, concentrated sweetness, but still with that gentle acidity. It makes them naturally harmonious with many wines, especially reds.
Which makes sense because lots of reds actually have cherry notes, don't they?
Precisely. Think Pinot Noir, Cabernet Franc. They share some of the same aromatic compounds, so the pairing feels very natural.
So for cherries.
Sure.
Or Shiraz. Dark fruit, bit of pepper.
Mirrors the cherry's depth beautifully.
Cabernet Franc. Herbaceous notes. Red fruit complexity.
Creates a really interesting layered pairing.
What about bubbles? Champagne.
Oh, yes. The bright acidity and fine bubbles offer a fantastic contrast to the richness of the cherry. Really refreshing.
And Malbec. Plush texture, berry notes.
Builds really nicely on the cherry flavor. Very satisfying. And if you want something decadent, maybe after dinner, dark chocolate cherry clusters.
Oh, tell me more.
Think about it. Tart sweet cherries, bitter dark chocolate, maybe a tiny sprinkle of sea salt. It's sophisticated.
Wow.
And that profile is just brilliant with a bold Syrah or maybe a complex Cabernet Franc. The wine's structure cuts through the richness perfectly.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. Apricots. They feel a bit different, maybe more delicate.
They are often overlooked, you're right, but they have this unique, tangy, sweet thing going on. Maybe one of the most wine-friendly stone fruits, actually.
Right.
Yeah. Delicate floral smell, slightly firm texture, great contrasts with aromatic whites, and when they're perfectly ripe and honeyed, they can even stand up to dessert wines. And a key thing with apricots, their natural tartness works really well with wines that have just a little bit of residual sugar. It creates this lovely tension, not just sweet on sweet, but something more engaging.
Okay, so what wines work well then?
Off-dry Riesling is a classic, mirrors that balance of sweet and tart. Gewürztraminer, with its exotic spice and floral notes, is beautiful with apricot.
Ah, I can imagine that.
Chenin Blanc, especially versions with honey notes and good acidity, is another great partner. And for baked or poached apricot, something like Sauterne, rich, concentrated sweetness. It's heavenly.
So what's a potential pitfall with apricots?
Well, you probably want to avoid pairing them with a super dry, high-acid wine that could make the fruit taste too sour. Or the opposite, don't overpower a delicate apricot with a really heavy wine. It's all about finding that balance, that sweet spot.
Got it. And for serving, maybe a tart.
Oh, an apricot tart with an almond crust is fantastic. Baking brings out the sweetness. The almond adds nutty depth. Works beautifully with those aromatic whites like Gewürztraminer or the off-dry Riesling. And the textures.
Exactly. Flaky pastry, soft fruit, crunchy almonds. It makes every bite interesting.
Okay, so we've covered a ton of flavor pairings. But what about actually serving them? How can you, the listener, make this a really great experience? Any practical tips?
Absolutely, because it's not just about the matching, right? Presentation, temperature,
Yeah,
it all matters.
definitely.
So for white wines in summer, chill them a bit more than usual, maybe around 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 Celsius, really refreshing.
Good tip.
And think about ripeness. If your fruit is a bit tart, maybe not quite peak ripeness, go for a drier wine. Save the sweeter wines for when the fruit is perfectly luscious and ripe.
Makes sense.
You can also create some fun by offering contrasts. Maybe one pairing that's complementary and one that's more of a contrast. Lets people explore.
I like that.
And don't forget texture. Add some nuts, maybe some cheese like we talked about with the nectarines, or just a little drizzle of honey. It makes the whole thing more complex, more exciting to eat.
And how you present it matters too, right?
Right.
It doesn't have to be fancy, but... Oh, totally. Even just a nice wooden board with some whole fruits, some sliced fruits, maybe little bowls of dip like honey or mascarpone. It looks inviting. Casual, but elegant.
Yeah, encourages people to try things.
Exactly. It invites experimentation. Or if you want to get a bit more structured, especially for, wine enthusiasts, you could label the pairings. Maybe little cards with tasting notes.
Oh, like a mini tasting event?
Precisely. It adds this layer of discovery, helps people understand why things work together. It turns delight into learning, too.
The real beauty here seems to be the simplicity. It's seasonal, it's
Right.
natural. You don't need complicated techniques.
Not at all. Just ripe fruit, a well-chosen bottle of wine. It's about celebrating what's perfect right now. It shows you don't need to be a chef or a sommelier to create something really special.
Yeah.
And the fact that stone fruit season is so short, it actually makes these pairings feel even more special, doesn't
It
it?
does, like a limited time offer from nature.
It's this delicious yearly reminder to slow down and just savor these last few weeks of summer sweetness.
It really is those simple pleasures, isn't it? Sharing good food, good wine, it brings people together. Whether you're grilling peaches or just slicing cherries onto a cheese board, there's so much room for creativity and just pure enjoyment.
Absolutely. So as summer starts to fade into fall, don't miss out. Celebrate the end of the season with these pairings. Your taste buds will definitely thank you. And you'll probably find some new favorite combinations to look forward to next year when those beautiful fruits reappear at the markets. So the question for you is, how will you savor these sweet, juicy pleasures before they're gone?